if you're thinking about wholesaling your wedding flowers, it is a lot easier than you think. I did mine through Skyline Wholesale, which is based out of Spokane. So if you live in a different area, that specific wholesaler might not be able to deliver to you. So just look up a local wholesaler in your area to figure out if they can deliver to you. I've heard Sam's Club does wholesale, and I think like Walmart and Fred Meyer. To ensure we had all the right things, my husband decided to call over the phone instead of ordering online, which he found to just be easier. Online it says that you need to have a wholesale license, but that's only to get the discount. So you are still paying a very, very small price in comparison to what you would pay a professional florist to get wholesale flowers. You're just not getting like the price that you would if you had a wholesale license. I got 3 types of flowers. So I got white roses, baby eucalyptus, and then baby's breath. So the great thing about all of those is that I did not need very many, and in order to figure out how much you need to order, you should figure out what types of arrangements that you're looking for at your wedding. I knew that I wanted 2 flower arrangements at the beginning of each aisle and 1 flower arrangement for the arch. I knew that I wanted all of my bridesmaids to have baby's breath bouquets, and then I knew that I wanted sprinkles of baby's breath on each table. So that's kind of how I started the process, was figuring out what things I actually needed, and then looking at pictures and trying to basically guess how many flowers that I would need. So when I'm looking at the receipt that I got, we ordered baby's breath and white roses first, and then we ordered baby eucalyptus later. But the quantity that I got for the baby's breath was 14. And I think that means 14 bundles, because it's not like I got like 14 little pieces of baby's breath. We got 14 bundles. That was like the largest amount of flowers that I needed, just because I had 8 bridesmaids, so they each had their own bouquet of baby's breath. And then the flower arrangements, like every single one has baby's breath, and then at every table we had baby's breath. And then the white roses, I think it was counted individually because the quantity says 25. And that's about how much I needed for the 3 floral arrangements total. And so white roses are more expensive than baby's breath, but I didn't need as much, so it wasn't that expensive. And as I was looking closer at the receipt, I'm realizing the baby eucalyptus was not included in that. That was kind of an afterthought as we were brainstorming how to build the arch. So I think my mother-in-law picked that up from the grocery store, maybe like the day before the wedding. And I want to say that was between like $10 and $15 because we only needed a few pieces of it, and it wasn't that expensive. It might have been from like Trader Joe's or something. So that's one thing I left out. So all in total, it might have been closer to like $290, which for the entirety of your wedding, like that's a pretty good price.